Hey guys, it's Mistress Nightmare here. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a bit different. Recently, I have gotten sick the past couple of days, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we're going to be reading chapter 3 of A Killer's Baby, a Jeff the Killer love story. Before we get started, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. It's been about 3 months since I met the man known as Jeff the Killer, and I and Jeff became close friends. To be honest, I kind of taken more than a liking to him. He was always has this some kind of staring contest with the kitten until it jumps on his face. I and him would sometimes play games and watch movies until I fall asleep. Well, mostly me. Once I wake up, he'll be watching me sleep, and I'll jump up and kick him straight in the face by accident, which I laugh and fall off the bed, causing him to laugh at me. But today I had to go to work late. When I was taking orders to go to different tables, I see a familiar white hoodie with long black hair. "Jeff?" I asked, looking at the white hooded man sitting at the table. He looked up with his creepy smile, as always. "The one and only Dollface," he said, calling me that stupid nickname that he knows that I hate. Then I noticed two guys sitting across from him. One had blonde, short hair with a green hat and some strange red eyes, while the other guy had a dark brown hair, wearing a dark blue hoodie, but I couldn't see his eyes, the fact that they were covered by his hair. I wonder if he could see. Jeff noticed me staring at them. "These two are my best friends. This is Ben and Jack, or EJ for short," he explained. "Oh, hi, I'm Isabella," I introduced myself. "So what can I get you guys?" EJ, "Coffee, black." Ben just smiled and said, "Chocolate cookies." Writing down the orders, I looked at Jeff, and he just shrugged and said, "Surprise me." I nodded. "Okay, 1 black coffee, chocolate chip cookies, and 1 surprise blood cake." "Blood cake?" He looked at me with a questionable look in his eyes. "You'll see when I bring it out to you." A few minutes later, I brought out the stuff they ordered, plus some hot cocoa and cake for me to spend sometimes while I was going to take a break. I sat down next to Jeff and gave Ben and Jeff, or Jack, their things while Jeff got the bloody cake. Jeff takes 1 bite of the cake and looks at me and then started eating the rest like it was going out of style. After a while, I went back to work. And 3 hours later, I was getting ready to go home until my boss came in while I was getting dressed and grabbed my arm. "Oh, hey, what the hell are you doing? Let go." I yelled, but then he pulled a knife to my neck and whispered, "Shut the fuck up, bitch. Move, and I'll just have to slit your pretty little throat." I didn't move, fearing that I might get hurt. Then I felt his wet tongue on my neck as he started kissing it. I felt disgusted. I wanted to so bad to kick him hard as I can and run, but I was too scared to even move an inch. He let go and then grabbed some rope and tied my hands up. His hand started going up my shirt to my bra and the other one to my butt. "Please, no, stop, help." He punches me and covers my mouth. "Shut up." Then he was going to kiss me until I struggled underneath him. "Let me go." He started to slide down my shorts down and unzip his pants. "Please, stop," I cried and struggled a bit more. "Jeff!" I screamed. Suddenly, Jeff was standing at the doorway, smiling as always, and said, "So you finally called my name." I stared up at him with tears in my eyes. "Who the hell are you?" my boss screamed at him. "It doesn't matter." Jeff grabbed him and pinned him to the floor, raising his knife. "Go to sleep." He stabbed my boss over and over and over again. Then he looked at me, walking over and untying me. As soon as he did, I hugged him tightly. I never wanted to let go, and I started crying into his blood-stained hoodie. "Shh, it's all right. I'm here. I'm here." He picked me up, bridal style, and walked me home. I was still holding on to him, face stained from my crying. Jeff laid Isabella down in her bed, but she wouldn't let go of his hoodie. "Don't go. Please, don't go," she whispered out to him as he looked down at her. "I won't, dollface," Jeff said as he kissed the top of her head and laid her down gently, rocking her back and forth while humming. Isabella sat on the couch watching and reading a book while petting the kitten who was fast asleep, that she named Jeffrey without realizing that's actually Jeff's original name. She was meant to change it, but couldn't do so. In fact, the kitten really reacted to it. The news station came up and started talking about Isabella's rapist boss murdered again. This time they had people talking about him, and most people were saying they were glad that he was dead. Isabella started thinking how she was almost raped and how Jeff saved her. Then she smiled. Today was the day I'll tell him. Suddenly, a wild Jeff appeared. "Tell who what?" he asked questioningly. This caused Isabella to scream, causing both her and Jeffrey, the kitten, to jump up in fear. Jeffrey ran off as Isabella fell off the couch and made contact with the floor. Jeff just stared at her, laughing out of control, not noticing the book flying straight at his face. "Ow, what was that for?" He glared at her. "Oh, it's not so funny, is it?" she said. This caused Jeff to grab her and pin her to the couch and started tickling her. "Please, no." "No more, please." Her giggles could be heard throughout her apartment. Jeff stopped and got closer to her face and stared into her eyes. Then their lips touched. Kissing Jeff was the most amazing thing I have ever expected. His lips were surprisingly warm and kind of soft. I started feeling my body heat up. As I kissed this killer more deeply, I wrapped my arms around his neck. "I kind of want more," and he suddenly slid his hands up my shirt, and I started to pull off his hoodie, which caused him to sit up and take it off.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I'm glad. If you want more Ben Drowned love stories, check out the playlist that will be popping up soon. Also, if you want any more fan fictions narrations, please check out my other channel, Reading with Blade, which has multiple fan fictions up already. If you are interested in the Yaoi experience, check out Tyler O'Connell's channel if you want to go there. But note that channel is only 18 and up. I've been listening to Tyler's stories and I'm addicted to them. Until then, bye guys!